The first time I was here was in, I think, 2012. Had my first view on the land. There was nothing here at that time, no water, no electricity, no roads. But I was just amazed by the view and how the land felt. It felt something special and it really attracted me and it convinced me to do something with it. The original plan was to just build a house for ourselves and some houses for friends. And we opened in 2015, and after that, let's say the development has really surprised me. A lot of people came, they liked the spot, they liked what we were doing. And now we are close to, let's say, 100 units. We have 3 restaurants, 3 yoga shalas, a spa, sauna, ice baths, central pools, gym. We'll soon have padel courts, so it's really expanding into, like a small village. And we really see ourselves as a village, not as a resort, because a resort is monoculture and we are very diverse. We have accommodation like small wooden cabins that maybe cost like 30 euros up to a 5-bedroom mansion with a 20-meter pool, 300 euros. No house is the same, so there is a lot of diversity and a lot of very interesting angles to see this environment. And we believe in long-term thinking. And let's say sustainable development, and that is not just not looking at plastic straws. We see it much broader than that. So one of the important things for us is our relationship with this village, with the people around us, and we have several collaborations with the village to make them part of this development, to create economic growth for others as well. And we feel that integration with what we are doing is really important for our long-term future. The way we treat the environment, the way we do our landscaping, I think we really enrich the landscaping here. If you see the number of birds that were there when we started and the number of birds we see now around us, that has increased a lot, and for bird spotters this is like a paradise. Design of the villas is something that is very important for us. How to create a villa where you use the position as best as possible, the view in the right way, a position where the infinity pool is a real infinity pool, and create something that when people come in, they're really wowed about what they see and what they experience. Same thing for the landscaping. We try to create as much privacy as possible, hide other villas, so that when you're in a villa it feels like you're the only one there and it's just you in that villa with that view for you to enjoy every day. One of the other things that I think is really interesting about this spot is that we are in the middle of an area that has a lot to offer to tourism. In the hills we have some amazing hikes that are, I think, really amongst the best you can find in Bali. The diving, snorkeling is amazing. Menjingan Island is probably the best dive spot in Bali. We have our own reef restoration project in the bay of Sumberkima called Metamorphosa. There we create objects underwater with coral that attracts new fish. The objects are made with the idea that we build an underwater art gallery, so there's something interesting to see underwater, but also something with a message where people can learn from. And what we see now is how these objects are growing and how the old reef is being restored. Yeah, that's just fantastic. So if you're wondering, is this a place worth visiting? If you're not so much interested in the nightlife in the south, in the bars, the beaches, the discotheques, the traffic jams and those kind of things, but if you want to experience the real Bali, we call this the other side of Bali. It's not just on the other side of the island, but it's also a big contrast what you can find in the south. People here are still truly friendly, they are themselves. They're true Balinese, still represent the heart of the islands. You will find some of the most important cultural temples here, experience religion as it is meant to be, not as a tourist attraction. And I think that's probably the biggest takeaway that people have here. If they come here, they'll experience a part of Bali that still has the feeling of how it used to be and what represents something truly unique about this island.